Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Saturday the 5th of October. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. The St. Catherine South Police seized the 4 guns and the magazines containing 57 rounds of ammunition at a premises in Central Village where a party was being held this morning. Reports are that between 3:50 a.m. and 5:25 a.m. a team conducted a targeted raid in the area and searched the premises. During the search, the firearms and ammunition were found at different locations at the back of the premises. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. Meanwhile, the St. Andrew North Police seized an illegal firearm in the community of Alls Green Temple Hall this morning. It is understood that the gun was found on a motorcycle. Investigations into both the seizures are ongoing. The police say the suspect in the hit and run of a policeman in St. James is now in custody. Dylan Reed, otherwise called Bulby, and CJ surrendered to the police earlier today in the presence of his attorney. The incident occurred sometime after 3 p.m. on Friday when the constable assigned to the Granville Police Station in St. James was struck by a Toyota Probox being driven by Reed. The constable was thrown over a nearby precipice, suffering multiple injuries. The driver fled the scene immediately after the incident. The constable was rescued from the precipice in an unconscious state. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital by members of the police team, where he is now in a serious but stable condition. Deputy Premier of the British Virgin Islands, Lorna Smith, has responded to claims that Jamaican dancehall artist Vybz Kartel is being contracted by the government to perform in the country later this year. Speaking recently on local radio, Smith expressed her disapproval of the news. "I do not support it, and I have no problem in saying so." She urged that the matter should be addressed promptly, stating, "I hope that it can be nipped in the bud in terms of government support." Smith highlighted that it would not be appropriate for the government to engage in such an activity at this time, given the pressing issues that need to be prioritized. Unconfirmed reports suggest that Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley endorses the event featuring the Jamaican artist. 2 people were killed and at least 4 others injured in a gun attack at the Mandeville Market on Friday morning. The deceased has been identified as a 30-year-old Melissa Merchant, a practical nurse of Warwick District, and Andre Bradford, otherwise called Prengy Boy, a resident of Royal Flat District. Eyewitnesses say gunmen attacked vendors at the back entrance to the market. They said they saw 2 men armed with guns running from the scene. The incident happened about 10:15 a.m. The latest murders have pushed the number of people killed in Manchester to 40 since the start of the year. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing a shooting incident involving members of the security forces and gunmen in Spanish Town on Friday night. The reported firefight occurred in the community of Leeseland. It is reported that about 10:15 p.m. the team went to the community in search of armed men. The security forces reportedly came under heavy gunfire upon entering the community. The fire was returned. A car was damaged in the incident. The police in St. Catherine are probing the murder of a man who was gunned down in the Red Pond district in Spanish Town on Friday. Dead is 46-year-old Anthony Breckenridge, otherwise called Big Dread, of Paisley Drive in the area. Reports are that about 8:30 a.m. Breckenridge was walking along the roadway in the community when he was pounced upon and shot repeatedly in the upper body. The police were summoned and he was found face down in blood with gunshot wounds. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he subsequently succumbed to the injuries received. An investigation is being undertaken by detectives assigned to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch. A massive fire destroyed several shops at a section of the Lucy Market in Hanover on Friday morning. A firefighter was also injured from electric shock in the incident and has been hospitalized. The Lucy Fire Brigade, which is located a short distance away, was alerted to the blaze at 3:51 a.m. 2 fire units responded with additional support from the Montego Bay and the Negril fire stations. The fire was brought under control in about 45 minutes. District Officer Emilia Somerville said that some 22 shops were totally destroyed and 6 were partially destroyed. However, we encountered some challenges as it relates to downed electrical wires, which kind of hampered the operation somewhat, the district officer added. The cause of the fire and the estimated loss of property and contents are unavailable at this time. In business, Grace Kennedy Limited has announced that Group CEO Don Webby will be taking a temporary leave of absence to focus on his health effective October 9th. In the meantime, GK Group CFO Andrew Mesado will assume responsibility for the day-to-day operations of the company, and Webby will remain involved at the strategic level, the company advised via a notice on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. In a message to his team, Webby said, "It was a difficult decision, but I believe it is what is best for both me and Grace Kennedy at this time." He sought to assure staff and stakeholders there would be no disruption to the group's operations during his absence. In sports, Aston Villa winger Leon Bailey is once again omitted from the Reggae Boys lineup for 2 upcoming games against Nicaragua and Honduras in the CONCACAF Nations League. Coach Steve McLaren confirmed that Bailey's omission was due to quadriceps injury he suffered against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League on Wednesday. West Bromwich Albion on loan defender Mason Holgate is a newcomer to the squad. Midfielder Tariq McGee makes a return along with John Bell, Tavon Gray and Romario Williams, while those missing are Spartak Moscow striker Shamar Nicholson, along with Michael Hector, Damian Lowe and John Russell. And on the entertainment scene, Sophia Leng, the wife of DJ Lieutenant Stitchie, has spoken out about the distress caused by rumors of her husband's death and financial struggles. Stitchie, who turned 59 on September 29, is recovering from a brain hemorrhage he suffered a month ago. Leng said that he is responding to familiar voices and is showing signs of improvement after surgery. On Thursday, she received US $10,000 from the Bounty Foundation, established by fellow DJ Bounty Killer to help with medical expenses. Leng expressed the emotional toll of the rumors, especially on their 16-year-old daughter, urging her to avoid social media to escape the negativity. Bounty Killer, who presented the check, praised Stitchie's early work and called on other artists to support Stitchie's GoFundMe and other entertainers in need. He emphasized the importance of giving back to the community, highlighting his foundation's past assistance to other artists facing health issues. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.